So now let's move on to generative AI, which is totally revolutionizing sales in the future.
Yeah, absolutely. So we are doing a bunch of stuff with generative AI. Recently, I think it was just a couple of weeks ago, we did our spring announcement. So in our spring announcement this time, we had a generative AI feature where we are doing auto-generated call summaries. So right after your call is over, generative AI is automatically giving you a very nice summary. The other thing that it does is that it also allows you to create a digital sales room for the buyer very quickly, because in the summary, you automatically see what were the key next steps or action items, or what information did the prospect ask you for. And you can automatically add all of those things into the Mindtickle digital sales room and again, plug that into your follow-up email. So it just makes the follow-up process more effective and faster for the rep.
I would imagine that will make salespeople more productive because they're communicating the right things in the right order in the right amount of time.
And the fun thing is, if you think about the life before generative AI, the sales rep typically had access to whatever was in their memory or on their yellow notepad. Or with the advent of conversation intelligence tools, they would be able to go back to specific moments, listen in, and ensure that their follow-up was thorough. But still, there was a fallacy inbuilt there. Your memory is not complete. You may go to some moments in the call recording and forget to go to others. So there was a potential that your follow-up was not thorough or exact. But generative AI at the same time has access to the entire transcript and can generate a follow-up and action items which are exhaustive. There's no ball dropping anymore because AI is so powerful now, you will never, ever forget an action item anymore.
Right. The word that comes to my mind is transformation. And I think you're at the leading edge of a transformation to AI, a transformation towards revenue enablement, and a transformation towards simplifying the tech stack and making the tech stack more productive and everybody that uses it.
We also have a pretty robust roadmap plan with generative AI. You will see more of this coming out of our shops pretty soon. But we believe that generative AI can drive focus across the revenue organization, not just for the reps, but also for leaders, and also accelerate speed to decisions. That's one of the things that generative AI does very well, is again, it has access to all your data. If you can provide it access to all your data, it can automatically identify the most important things you need to focus on. For example, for a CRO, it can automatically identify why you win, why you lose, where are the productivity gaps, and highlight it to them in a way that they can automatically then assign a follow-up action item to one of their directs.
AI is also about the language. Every level of the organization has a different language. Marketing has a different language than sales. And I think that will help everybody speak the customer language.
Absolutely. Consistency across the team is another big factor, especially if you have a language model that's very unique and specific to your business. Spreading that language across the organization, if everybody use the summarization provided by generative AI, it's a great way to drive consistency. Right. Also, there's lots of cultural differences that exist in an organization, right? Like people like to communicate in different ways. Some write emails like they would write a Slack message and vice versa. Now, again, by leveraging generative AI to get insights, but also actually communicate with each other, and especially with buyers, I think it will just make things a lot more consistent across the organization.
One challenge that I think you probably did not mention is how difficult it is to communicate all those new messages to your existing customers and future customers.
What we've seen more recently is a switch in our business strategy as well. So alongside us focusing on enablement, we are also now very focused on speaking directly with the CROs in our prospect organizations. And there's some of their directs, for example, any individual who's at a VP, SVP level that heads up enablement and operations, they are able to understand this vision and align with us on this vision, and then identify pockets of gaps within their current stack that they can immediately switch over to Mindtickle and have it all in one system. So we are definitely seeing a lot more of those sort of leadership conversations happening, which is really, really encouraging. We obviously really enjoy getting the inputs from these leaders as well.
I'm really impressed by what I'm hearing, because I know how much thought goes into creating the future, and you're a very innovative company.
Thanks for having us, Gerhard. This means a lot. We always enjoyed working and collaborating with Selling Power, so hoping to see you sometime soon in person as well.